How we doing, guys? Welcome back to 6-2 Beer Reviews. Checking out a little collab today between Resident Culture and North Park. This one's called Lightning Foo. I think it's kind of a play on, I can't think of the Resident Culture beer, but the lightning comes from the Resident Culture beer, and the foo comes from Hop Foo from North Park. Super excited I was able to pick this up when we went to Asheville. 6.5% West Coast IPA, hopped with Simcoe and Nectaron. So it is a collab, but this was brewed at Resident Culture in Charlotte, North Carolina. Couldn't see a canned on date, but looking at their social media, it looked like this was canned like around late September, so we're looking at a month old. Time of review. Love the label art, really cool. Resident Culture always puts out killer label art, so super excited to check this one out. As you can see, the beer is already poured, a little technical difficulties, but we're still chugging along with the review. So looks like a new school West Coast IPA. It is clear, nothing but chill haze to it. Not too much of a head, which I've heard from some North Park beers. Just don't have a whole lot of head to it, and head tends to dissipate rather quickly. But I mean, it looks killer, looks awesome, just light golden color, looks like beer, so sugar nose in it. Yeah, it is just huge tropical fruit, which I tend to get that with Nectaron. Simcoe, I get it more in like hazies. Usually I get more of that caddy thing when I'm having a Simcoe hopped West Coast IPA, but this is just huge tropical fruit, citrus, like light, just whatever, light Pilsner malt, it's along that realm. Don't know exactly what malt they used here, but some kind of malt that's light, like Pilsner malt. Just light honey, slightly biscuity, bready. But I mean, for the most part, it is just straight hops, huge fruit, tropical fruit. Smells awesome. Let's dive in. Cheers. Ooh. Almost takes you complete 180 from the nose. It is that, I mean, huge cattiness to it on the taste. Don't know how to describe that to you, but if you've watched other guys review West Coast IPAs, you've probably heard that term before. I mean, this is straight, huge cattiness to it. Yeah, straight up Simcoe, dank, catty, some of that fruit in there, but I mean, I just get huge, like that's the big thing that really comes through for me, which I feel like could definitely throw some people off. But every now and then, I mean, it's cool to have something like that every now and then. I don't have a lot of beers that have that taste to it, so it's cool to get that every now and then. Get something different, I mean, this is like old school IPA, but with like just lighter, not as caramelly, and just slightly fruitier. It's solid, 6.5%. Yeah, that is wild. Huge cattiness. Pretty good amount of bitterness, but also just super crisp and light. That's what I love about West Coast IPA. Really cool to try something just different that you're not really used to. I mean, obviously when you see Simcoe, you kind of expect that, but I don't always get it with Simcoe hopped beers, so it's cool to get that every now and then. love to see West Coast IPA back. Really cool to see a collab with North Park. I think I didn't review it, but I've had a West Coast IPA. It was a collab for Sun and Grist, their 7th anniversary, I think so, that they did with North Park, and that beer was phenomenal. This beer's good too. It's a little, honestly, yeah. If I'm really thinking about it, I wish the cabbiness was dialed down just a little bit more of those fruits that you really get on the nose. But other than that, I think it's a really solid beer. Like I said, something different that I don't drink a lot, so cool to check that out. That is Lightning Foo, Wrestling Culture, and North Park. We got any Hop Foo fans out there? Any Wrestling Culture fans? Let me know. I have not had Hop Foo before, but would love to get the chance to try it. Yeah, I think that's all I got, guys. Until next time, cheers.